That's right, Broly, the titanic tank known as the legendary Super Saiyan, can indeed achieve the form of Super Saiyan 4. Or at least he can in the video games. And on this video, I will give you a brief and quick history of Broly's ability to transform into SS4.
Greetings everyone, Cell here. Subscribe to this perfect channel and follow Geekdom on the social media platforms. That will be all.
On my recent edition of Dragon Ball In Depth, I went into the history of Broly and I talked about how in the video games, Broly has been able to achieve higher level transformations, and that's really the topic of this quickie. Now, in Japan, before Toyotaro actually got the job of being the manga author / illustrator for the Dragon Ball Super manga, Toyotaro worked on a number of different projects, and one of them that I thought got a lot of notoriety in Japan, but unfortunately we never got a translation here in this country, was Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission. And Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission was a spin-off promotional manga meant to promote Dragon Ball Heroes, the video game, another game that unfortunately was never localized outside of Japan. But the big story involving Broly and his ascension to SS4 is taken from the Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission manga as well as the Dragon Ball Heroes video game. In the video game, and actually in the manga as well, it's never actually explained how the hell Broly was able to achieve this form. He didn't use the Bulma machine as far as we know. He didn't use any kind of looking at the moon like Goku did in GT. He just has the form. And his whole mission was to hunt down the Shadow Dragons in order to steal the Dragon Balls. And at first we don't know what his actual mission is, and then later we find out he's actually working for a character by the name of Genome, the android berserker. And Genome is like a purple looking cell whom is referred to as a bio-android. But I digress. Maybe one day I'll do a video about him and maybe some more Dragon Ball Hero stuff. If you want me to do more Dragon Ball Heroes videos, let me know in the comments. I don't feel that it's covered enough, and I think some of the stories in Dragon Ball Heroes are actually, in some ways, just as good, if not better, than Super, I think. But let's get back to the story of Broly. So Broly as SS4 is brought in numerous times into Dragon Ball Heroes as a major villain. And when we see him in cutscenes, he's able to actually defeat SS4 Goku, Vegeta, SS3 Gotenks, Piccolo. He's just a complete animal. But one of the big misconceptions that I was running into lately that I saw from Dragon Ball Wiki, good old Dragon Ball Wiki, as usual, they're not the best source, is that they list that Broly has an exclusive transformation called Super Saiyan 4 Full Power. And I did some research and I double-checked this with my buddy the Devil's Corpse, and Super Saiyan 4 Full Power is not its own transformation. Some people think that it's actually like the stage 4 of the regular Super Saiyan, like a full power, you know, like what Goku and Gohan were transformed into when they left the Room of Spirit and Time. But no, that's not the case at all. Super Saiyan 4 Full Power is pretty much somebody who has complete stamina as a Super Saiyan 4. For example, when Goku and GT had everybody give him energy, he became Super Saiyan 4 Full Power. That's all it is. It's not its own transformation, so don't think that it gives Broly some kind of edge. It's no different than Goku being at full strength. And in the Assault on Hell Gate saga of Dragon Ball Heroes, Broly does exit Hell through the Hell's Gate as one of the bosses. So that's pretty much it, really, when it comes to SS4 Broly. Now you know that he does indeed exist in the video games, but you have to always remember that Dragon Ball Heroes Online, Xenoverse, none of that at all fits with the Dragon Ball storyline, the anime, the manga, or Super. It's just a side story for the video games. A lot of it is fan service, and a tremendous amount of fan service, and I think that it's just something that's going to always exist to satisfy Broly fans. So what do you think? Do you think that the fan service is okay? Or do you think that maybe they should tone it down a bit? And also, I want to know if you enjoyed this video, if you want me to cover more Dragon Ball Hero stuff. Like, for example, Gohan turning Super Saiyan 4, which I think actually has an actual kind of a cool story to it. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Talk to you down the road.